Hey, what's up everybody? It's Justin Dawes from Motorcycle USA. We're out in sunny Southern California, breaking out a comparison test between the Yamaha Raptor 700 Special Edition and the Honda TRX700XX. Two 700 fuel-injected quads, but totally different machines. One's a straight axle, rear end, basic sport quad style. XX is totally wild, totally different. Independent rear suspension, just kind of like an IRS hunting quad, but high performance, of course.
Out here riding the 700XX today by Honda. Totally different bike from what I'm used to. Used to riding like a 450R, Suspension's good. Definitely when you're transitioning through bowls and everything, it has good bottom control. Definitely slides, different traction with the independent rear suspension. Makes it not only go straight better, but sliding is just a totally different aspect compared to a straight axle quad like the Raptor that we were testing.
They're both big motors, but they have different power characteristics. The 700 is real torquey, doesn't rev real high, but you can lug it around pretty good. The Honda is more of a rev motor. You gotta spin it a little more. It definitely makes a little more power, I think, than the Raptor does on the top end. The Raptor, you ride it like a normal sport quad. You slide it around the corners, and you can pitch it pretty hard because of the straight axle. Where the Honda, it likes to hook kind of in the corners. It doesn't like to slide as much. You get that rear suspension working, and it loads the outside tire, so it doesn't want to slide as much, but it still gets traction. So, out at the dunes, I think the Raptor is probably still the king, but I think in the rough, rocky stuff, the Honda has it covered. Through the whoops, the Raptor's got it beat. Back end on the Honda is maybe a little too soft for most people over 175 pounds or anyone that's going fast.
For me, being only about 170 pounds, the back end, it kicks up a lot going over whoops and everything, but as you're transitioning, going through bowls and everything, it stays pretty flat. It's got a rear sway bar in it, so it really doesn't, it kind of acts like a straight axle quad. Doesn't exactly, spin out or anything on you. It's, Honda definitely did a good job in controlling that arena.
The Raptor Special Edition has got fully adjustable shocks. It's got preload, rebound, and compression dampening, which helps you tune the ride a lot more for what you're doing. The XX, just preload adjustable, so kind of running into a problem with the rear end being soft and then rebounding too fast, but can't really fix the rebound problem because we don't have a rebound adjustment. We can crank up the preload, but then it still just wants to bounce back as fast. So the back of the Honda in the big whoopee stuff kind of tends to kick up. Creature comforts, they're both really comfortable for me. I'm 5'10", but I've got a shorter inseam. Our two test riders are both just over 6 feet. They felt that the Honda was a little bit cramped in the seating position compared to the Raptor. As far as all-day cruisers, they both have super comfortable seats. I think if you're in the saddle all day, the XX is probably going to be your choice. It's a little softer. You can sit down through kind of the stutter bumps and stuff a little bit more. You don't have to be standing all the time as much as you do with the Raptor.
Overall ergonomics, the handlebars, for me being taller, is set in a good area. Key fob's a little bit in a weird place, and reverse isn't as easy as on the Raptor. Warning lights are all easy to see just in case something goes wrong. It's just a good overall quad. Definitely different from a straight axle.
The Raptor's got a little bit more user-friendly things such as a speedo with a trip meter, stuff like that. Honda, just straight warning lights. You've got your trip meter, which kind of helps you gauge your fuel mileage and how much left you have in the tank. They both seem to have pretty good traction with their tires, so they work well in all conditions. We rocked them out in Ocotillo in the rocky, silty sand washes, harder sand stuff, and out here in the dunes, they still work well. It's hard to say right now who's the clear-cut winner. You have to read on in the article to find out, but it's a pretty close battle.